Okay, here we go. Okay, hello everybody. My name's Wayne, I'm from Triple B, and today I am riding a Ducati Monster 797. This is my first ever bike review. This is my first time on a Ducati, and I'm going to do this review. I know there's hundreds of reviews already out there for the new Monster. This is the 2018 version. It's a 2019 bike, but it's a 797 plus, but I believe they're just called 797 now. But as it's my first review, and as I'm well still very new to biking. Oh, it's bloody raining. I'm 46 years old. I've only been riding bikes 2 years, so I'm definitely a novice, definitely inexperienced in my opinion. The first bike I wanted to review had to be something middle of the road, something that isn't going to rip my arms off, something that isn't going to kill me, unlike this Range Rover driver right up my arse. Oh, it's not supposed to be raining till later. The Ducati Monster is, well, it's known worldwide. I think they sold something like 300,000 of the things worldwide. It's a very popular bike, and the 797 is kind of classed as a, well, kind of like your gateway, your entry into Ducati ownership. So you could say in a sense that it's an ideal bike for first time riders, as well as experienced riders. But for someone who's new or inexperienced like myself, it's an ideal bike because it's not too powerful. You're definitely not going to get bored of it in any time, in any kind of hurry, and you're kind of buying into that whole Ducati brand and label and lifestyle, which is cool. I got this bike for a little while and I just want to see what it's like. I haven't got a huge amount of biking experience or biking styles to compare it to. I can only really compare it to what I've ridden so far, which is a Triumph 1200 Explorer, which is no comparison at all. Triumph Street Triple, Triumph Speed Triple. So you could compare it to the Street Triple. Sounds nice. Nice exhaust note. The only issue I have at the moment is the gear shift pedal seems to be a bit too close to the actual foot pedal. So I'm kind of having trouble getting I've got my boots on, I'm having trouble getting my boots under the gear shift pedal, which is a bit, I don't know whether these nose pegs aren't adjustable. It's definitely got a lot of lower down torque and grunt. Doesn't like being in the wrong gear. The clutch is delightfully soft and smooth. This is a cable clutch. I think pretty much all other Ducatis are hydraulic clutch, but it's actually, comparing it to my Explorer, it's really soft and easy on the hands, which if you're commuting would be a godsend. Well, the seat itself feels a little bit hard to me. This is a relatively brand new bike. I don't know how many miles it's done, but maybe that's just because I'm an old man and I like creature comforts. But on a long journey I could imagine it getting a bit uncomfortable, but then as do most bike seats after a few hours. There's not much to see up front. It's quite strange. I'm used to seeing a lot more in front of me. I can't even see the wheel in front of me, which I guess is normal, but it just seems I'm here, bang, road. I'm going to be honest, I'm being very cautious today. One, it's raining or spitting. Two, again, I'm going to say it several times again, this is my first bike review. This is the first time I've ridden theoretically someone else's bike, and there's quite a hefty insurance premium to pay if I was to have a incident, which I really don't want to have to pay. So I'm going to take it easy, or easy-ish. Autumnal wind on my legs. There's no heat as yet coming from the engine, but it is a cold day. It's about 10-11 degrees, so I've only been on it 5 minutes. I'm sure that would be different in the summertime. You're going to feel the heat on your legs, but in winter time you got no protection, so the wind's just blowing on your legs, and again it will do with your hands as well. Got nothing there. But it's a naked bike, so what do you expect? Get warmer gloves. Simple as that. Oh, why is it 30 along here? Come on! I need to find another road. High Howden. Hi-ho! There's no fuel gauge either on the TFT, which is like a nightmare. I've been well informed that once the fuel light does come on, you've got about 20 miles, depending on how vigorously you're riding. Try that rear brake again in a minute. Bloody hell, that just needs adjusting. I don't think it's anything to do with the bike, it's just you've got to, there's a hell of a lot of travel in there before it actually engages. My only main gripe at the moment is, and again I'm sure that things could be adjusted, but this gear selector is way too close to the foot peg, so you really do have to jam your foot in between the two. It's a bit weird, and it doesn't allow you to then relax your left foot. It's always in a kind of weird position, almost vertically down, you can see. I'm sure there are things that can be done to change that. I'm going to park up in a minute, have a little walk around it, go over the specs again, the full specs. I'm just getting wafts of some sweet disgusting stuff, and whatever it is, that chap is vaping in front of me. Rancid. It smells like a bloody circus or fun fair. Candy floss, that's it. A grown man puffing on candy floss in front of me. Weirdo. Right, I'm going to do a UE. Yeah, it's definitely got some go. Yeah, definitely. Hello. Oh, I like this. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, it's you need to use the full rev range, obviously. Oh yeah, it definitely prefers that. Hello, I like this. Oh yes. Calm down, calm down. Nice. Once you get a bit more used to it, it's lovely. It really is nice. I actually really like this. I could quite happily live with one of these. Oh, hello, bit of nasty camber there, but it's a lovely, perfect. I'm not vertically challenged, but I'm no Peter Crouch. I think I'm about 5'10". This is perfect, both feet beautifully planted on the ground. Okay, so here we have a 2018 Ducati Monster 797. This is the Plus version. The newer 2019 models, I believe they got rid of the Plus, and all the Plus basically is the seat cover and the little front fairing, so they all come with that now. It's an 803cc L-twin air cooled, producing 73 brake horsepower, 67 newton meters of torque. At the front we have KYB upside down 43mm forks. They're not adjustable. You don't really need that for this type of bike, to be honest. Front wheel 3.5 by 17 10-spoke light alloys with some lovely Brembo 4-piston calipers, 320mm discs. As I said earlier, these brakes are absolutely sublime. More than enough for this kind of bike. TFT display, which is plain and simple, does what it is meant to do. There's no rider modes on this bike, don't really need it. This is just a bog standard. There's very little electrics on it. It's just a rider's bike. The ABS on this is always on, Bosch ABS. The tank is 16.5 litres, which is the same capacity as the 1200 model. Apparently you get roughly about 180 miles out of a tank, and the miles per gallon is 53. Well, obviously that's dependent on how you ride it, isn't it, really? So I'm not sure where I got that statistic from. The rear suspension, sack shock with adjustable preload and rebound dampening. Yeah, so there is some adjustment you can make there. The rear wheel is a 5.5 by 17 10-spoke alloy, sorry, again with Diablo Rosso 2s. Rear brake is a 245mm disc, single piston caliper. There we have you. What else have we got? The running lights are LEDs, which are lovely. It's quite a nice looking front end, have to be honest. As I said earlier, the colours red and silk white. They used to do a dark stealth, but they don't do that anymore. Running costs 7,500 mile service intervals. The cam belt needs changing every 15,000 miles. So what sort of, for me, this is definitely a commuter bike. It's definitely something that would be suitable for first time riders or someone who wants just a nice, cool, easy ride. You kind of just get on and you forget about it. It's a simple bike to ride. There's no ridiculous gadgetry. There's no overload of gadgetry, no rider modes, which you don't need on this type of bike and this type of power, to be perfectly honest. You just get on and go. So what sort of person rides this bike? Well, everyone. It's Ducati, so you know, you're buying into the brand, you're buying into that lifestyle, but it's also practical. It's definitely something that would be perfect for a commuter, daily rider, no question of that. As I say, it's light, it's not ridiculously powerful. It's not powerful, it's not a sports bike, it's not supposed to be. It's just a fun bike. It's a weekend toy, but it can be used day in, day out. My only gripes about it, obviously this weird tail bit I don't really like, but I think that's more to do with all the Euro stuff than anything else. So you can get, there's an absolute unlimited amount of tail tidies you could get. Everyone does them, just to make it look a little bit more attractive. Gripes, as I said earlier on, there really should be a fuel gauge on that, I think. No gear selector. It's not the end of the world. To me, this is my biggest gripe, if there is one. I think this needs to be adjusted. Maybe it's set up differently, I don't know, but getting your foot under there, if you've got big proper, if you're wearing proper protective, no, it's ridiculous. You really do have to, unless I'm doing something wrong, but I don't know. That could probably be adjusted, I don't know, but you'd need to wear smaller boots or shoes or whatever if you're gonna get on with that, because my foot is at a weird angle to be constantly underneath that peg. What else? Nothing really. The mirrors look great, but I can kind of, even adjusting it, see sort of more of my shoulders and arms than you do what's going on behind you. Nothing else really. It's just a cool fun bike, and it's under £8 grand. It's a great way to get into Ducati. Yeah, it's lovely. Okay, my analysis then, in the brief time that I had with the 797. Lovely bike, 100% lovely bike. Couple of little gripes. My own gripe, main gripe really, is this foot pedal position. It doesn't make it for, especially commuting if you're changing gear a lot. For me, the position is a bit wrong. My foot is kind of constantly having to have my foot underneath the pedal. My foot kind of has to be at a kind of a 70-degree angle downwards, pointed downwards, which is not particularly comfortable. The turning circle isn't huge, which again, round town and whatever, could be an issue. Plus points, plenty of plus points. It's definitely got enough grunt, definitely. It's lovely, lots of low down torque. It reminds me a lot of the Tiger Scrambler 1200. Brakes are fantastic, really good. Actually makes me worry a little bit about my Triumph because they're terrible. It's a good looking bike, it's light, it's nimble, you can definitely chuck it about round corners, and it's a good price, £8 grand, I mean, come on. So, final thoughts, Ducati 797. Commuter bike, tick. Fun weekend bike, tick. Long distance traveller bike, no, probably not. This is just a general fun, I wouldn't call it a toy, but it's perfect for experienced or novice. You can definitely use it. It's a day in, day out bike, that's as simple as that. There's no major frills on it. You just get on and go, but at the same time you can have a lot of fun with this, no question of that. Don't have to worry about possible electronic issues, you know, with all the rider modes that come with a lot of bikes nowadays. They've intentionally done it like this, and they've done good. I like it. But as I said, this is something that maybe you'd have for 2 or 3 years and then really want to look at the bigger models. So once again, thank you very much to the people at Laguna, specifically Laguna Performance in Ashwood, for loaning me this bike. I very much appreciate it. Obviously I'm not making excuses, but this is my first crack at this sort of thing, so it's not going to be polished. Hopefully over time I'll get better at it. But if you did like it, or no, more importantly, if you've got any comments, any tips, advice to give me, what you'd want to see more in these type of reviews, please leave comments down below. But please like if you did like it. If you didn't like it, please like it, and even better, please subscribe. I'll make it worth your while, honestly, I will. Hopefully with the channel we're going to be doing lots of bike reviews of every brand. I still want to get out and go and meet all these custom builders. Met a couple already. We're going to go out and meet a few more. Going to be doing some product reviews, mainly a lot of the kit that I use, clothing, trackers. I'm using the Monimoto at the moment. I've been using it for about a year, so I'm going to do a review of that. We're going to try and do a kind of real world test of it and see how good it is to actually track down, but without the real world bit, in the sense that someone isn't going to nick my bike. So not real world then, really. But yeah, please like, subscribe. You can click on that bell thing, whatever it is, that'll tell you every time a new video is uploaded. At the moment we're going to try and do one a week, but if the channel grows we're going to try and build it up to 2 a week. But please leave any feedbacks, comments. Not too many negative comments. I know it ain't great, but you know, we're getting there, we're getting there. Can only get better with experience, can't it? Perfect timing. So until the next time, au revoir.